Hi everyone, this is Michael, aka Epsilon Minus, and this is the Decktech from my round 5 opponent, Romellos, and it's another green-white X hate bears fish aggro type deck. I feel like I've gone through about every permutation thus far. We've done green, white, blue in round 2, green, white in round 4, and this is green, white, black. So we'll start with his mana base. He's got 3 bayous, 3 scrublands, and 2 savannas as his duels. And then he's running 5 fetches, a basic plains, a basic forest, Caracas and Bojukabog as his utility lands that he can fetch up with his Knight of the Reliquary. Not running Maze of Ith, interestingly enough, which is kind of good for me. And then he's also got the Strip Mine and 4 Wastelands. So, in terms of his spell package, well, actually, let's just start with the green. So he's got kind of the standard. He's got the Noble Hierarchs. He's got Kasali Pride Mages. He's running both Tarmogoyf and Knight of the Reliquary. And then he's got Green Sun Zenith that he can use to fetch up a few utility creatures, namely Uvenwald Tracker is the big one to worry about because he can kill my dudes. And Deathrite Shaman will probably also be searched up with Green Sun Zenith more often than not. And since he does run black, he can get the full usage out of his Deathrite, which could be relevant if it becomes kind of a long, drawn out, grindy game. And for his white cards, he's got 2 swords as removal. He's got a Kataki for the affinity matchup and shops matchup. He's got 1 Stoneforge, which is kind of interesting because he has the black tutors to tutor it up, and then he's got the Stoneforge Tardies running Jit and Batterskull. No, none of the swords though. And then he's also running 3 Talias, which doesn't do a lot against my deck, since I'm mostly running creatures and I'm running Talias of my own, but which is probably useful against like Oath, Combo, blue control in general. And then the black, he's basically running 3 Abrupt Decays for removal, which are going to be kind of a problem because they can't be misstepped and there's only nothing I can do about them. He's running 4 Dark Confidants for card advantage. If he's able to stick one of those for a few turns, I'm probably in trouble. And then he's also got the black tutors. He's running Vampiric Tutor, Imperial Seal, and Demonic Tutor. Probably to help him fetch his Wanos like a Kataki or a Stoneforge. Luckily we have Misstep plus Arbiter, which will greatly diminish the usage of those. And the Green Sun Zenith actually means that for once Grafdigger's Cage is not dead against him because it can stop him from using Green Sun Zenith to fetch one of his creatures. Namely Uvenwald Tracker, which is the one we're kind of most worried about. Alright, so let's move to a sideboard real quick. He's got some removal. He's running 2 more swords, 2 Nature's Claims, and an Abrupt Decay. He's got 3 more Katakis for the shops and affinity matchup. He's running 4 Grafdiggers, presumably for Oath and Dredge. Plus he's got a Yixlid that he probably brings in against Dredge. And Preacher probably comes in against Tinker and Oath. As far as his sideboard plan against me, I'm thinking he's probably going to bring in the swords, the Nature's Claim, and the Abrupt Decay. And he might possibly bring in Tarmogoyf as well, just to give him a little bit more beef on the ground. And I'm not sure what he'll take out. I'm imagining Kataki might come out, some number of Talias, and maybe even Green Sun Zenith, since it might not be terribly useful with them with all my kind of tutoring and search library search hate. So yeah, the good news is I'm currently in 8th place. The bad news is my breakers are not very good. If the 5 people below me all lose, I might be able to sneak in with a loss, but this is pretty much a win and in situation, and this deck is another unfavorable matchup. However, we do have a few advantages. Rest in Peace is quite effective against his Knight of the Reliquary and Tarmogoyfs. We have the Cages and Arbiters to shut out his Green Sun Zeniths and his Tutors. And Mental Missteps, pretty good against him. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 1 drops, plus 4 more on the board that he might bring in. And so I don't think I'm going to win this one, but I didn't think I was going to win the last two matches I had against green-white aggro. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in round 5.